Everyone is buying Mac Minis and spinning up servers to run OpenClaw or some form of AI assistant 24/7. But what if I told you I built one that runs my entire business, content research, task calendar, and email management for $100 a month? No extra hardware, no servers, no exposed data. Let me show you exactly what it does. This video is about how I built OpenClaw inside of my Claude Code, essentially rebuilding Claude Code to be OpenClaw using Telegram and having all the necessary features that OpenClaw has. It runs 24/7, it manages my actual business, and costs me $0 in servers and hardware to set up. I've been running this system every single day now alongside OpenClaw, and let me tell you guys, it's worth checking out. This is a system that sent me my morning briefing at 7 a.m. I'm going to walk you through everything it does for me, the content intelligence, the task management, the security architecture, and why this approach is fundamentally different from what everyone else is showing you on how to use Claude Code instead of OpenClaw.
Hey, I'm Johnny Null. I spent years building businesses the old hard way, managing teams, scaling operations, and doing everything manually. Today, everything I built, from automations and no-code infrastructures to fully AI SaaS products, has AI helping in one way or another. Firstly, let me quickly show you this. In South Africa, we call this a braai. I build with AI tools that, in my opinion, anyone can learn to use. My mission is simple: to help creators, entrepreneurs, and business owners get clarity with AI. Let's build smarter together and enjoy this video.
Before we get into it, let me prove to you that it's real. On the screen, I'm going to bring up a Telegram screenshot for you just to show you what that report looked like this morning. That's a full competitor analysis on the top performing videos in my niche this week. Found the videos, it analyzed the gaps, it suggested my unique angle, and this will happen every single morning without me asking. Now, let me be clear about who this video is for. This is not a takedown of OpenClaw ClawdBot. I use it, and I use it extensively. I think OpenClaw is phenomenal. Absolutely the new era of where we are heading into when it comes down to agentic architectures and just AI as a whole. So I will absolutely continue to use it. But if you don't have hundreds of dollars laying around for Mac Mini, or you just don't trust putting your API keys or your personal data either on your local machine that can be potentially hacked through your network or on a VPS you found online, or if you just want a simpler setup on the machine that you already own. If that's the case, then this video is exactly for you. And if you're someone who already uses Claude Code and you want to push it even further, if you want a organizational AI, see it like your own operating system, not just a chatbot or assistant, allow yourself to stay with me, because what I'm about to show you changes how you think about AI agents entirely. Here's the reality right now. Most setups out there need a stack of paid services. We're talking $250 plus just dedicated towards your API keys. That's without even taking into consideration your hardware costs or even the service with databases. And then, of course, there's the security side. Guys, 42,000 ClawdBot instances were exposed. Now, OpenClaw has done fantastic when it comes down to updating the infrastructure to really look at minimizing the vulnerabilities to get data exposed. And I do believe they're going to really make it robust. So that's really awesome. But if you're a non-technical founder and you cannot risk running critical security flaws, that's 100% okay. I understand if you don't want to put API keys or your personal data connected with something that's open source, and quite frankly, you don't fully understand how to set that up correctly. By the way, I do invite you to accept your invitation to our AI Founders Vault school community. I've got some great resources in there for you to try out OpenClaw in the most secure way possible, in my opinion. And we've got an entire community dedicated to help and support along the journey. Guys, there is a simpler path, a cheaper path, and honestly, an architecturally more secure path, because your data never leaves your machine. So here's what I built. I have an AI assistant that lives on Telegram. I message it just like I message a colleague. I'll share a little bit about that with you later on in this video, what that looked like. It got all the intelligence, all the processing, all my data. It stays local on my machine and it's directly connected to Claude, which is very, very strong from a security architectural point of view. There's a lightweight relay that connects Telegram to Claude Code. And that's it. Sometimes all it takes is a clear framework to make AI feel human again. Simple, structured, and useful. Inside of our AI school community, you'll find the full curriculum, workshops, prompt vault, and private access to our upcoming beta apps, all built to help founders integrate AI without the overwhelm. Experience how clarity and design turns into confidence in execution with AI. No database server to manage, no cloud infrastructure to configure, and no extra computer running in the corner of your room. Compare that to what most people are told they need. A Mac Mini, a database, voice services, multiple paid subscriptions. I didn't need any of that, even though you would be able to use voice services with this setup. And if you want to see how that works, I'll share another video about this. Let me know down in the comments. Or again, I've dropped the link to our school community down in the description below, where you have multiple OpenClaw resources around how to set this up securely and much more. See you in there. Now, when we talk about the security architecture, this is a very, very important component of this entire infrastructure and why I really gravitate towards this if you're a non-technical founder. The part that really matters most to me is the security model. When your assistant runs on your own machine, your API keys never sit on a third-party server. Your files, your data, your business information, none of it is on someone else's hardware. Claude Code has a built-in permission system. It asks before it executes anything that could be potentially dangerous. For example, my Telegram bot verifies my user ID. Only I can command it. Nobody else can command it. And from an organizational standpoint, this is the right architecture. Your system has access to exactly what you give it, nothing more. And if you consider a VPS, that means your data lives on someone else's machine. A Mac Mini means another device to secure and potentially another attack surface. Your laptop, your computer means your security, your control, your rules. Now, let me share with you what this thing actually does, because it's not a chatbot, as I mentioned earlier. Very important to differentiate the two. This is an operating system. See it like an organizational engine. So every morning at 7 a.m., my system sends me a content briefing. It has researched top performing videos in my space. It tells me what's trending, who posted what, and how it performed. But here's where it gets really good. It identifies the gaps on my behalf. It tells me what's being covered, what's being missed, and where I can position myself differently to provide much better value. And it helps me to find the angles that nobody else is using, guys. Nobody's talking about it. When I pick a topic, it pulls the transcript of the video that I want to riff on, and we collaborate on that video. We analyze it and we create an outline together so that I can create videos that's appropriate and that gives me the freedom to communicate. And again, guys, I'll attach the screenshot on the screen here. This is the actual briefing it sent me this morning. It's really insane. These are real videos it found, real gaps it identified, real content ideas it suggested. I didn't type a single search. I didn't open YouTube. I didn't analyze anything manually beforehand. It just arrived in my Telegram at 7 a.m. But from a business operational standpoint, content research is just one small component. The assistant knows my entire code base. It connects to my Git repository. It pulls information from ClickUp and gives me updates on where my tasks stand, what is more priority, and what needs to be actioned. It knows my calendar. It knows my meetings, past and future meetings. And if I need any more context before meeting with a specific client, I can just ask and it can provide that for me. It manages my to-do list. It manages my calendar, everything. This is what I mean by organizational AI. This is not one tool. It's a connective tissue between all your tools in one interface, one conversation where everything is secure and accessible. You guys might be thinking, okay, but where does it retrieve the memory? Where does it store all of that? Are you using Airtable? What are you guys using to store it? Guys, it's very, very simple. My assistant remembers every conversation we've had, the goals I've set, the information I requested, the preferences I mentioned, facts about the business, deadlines I've committed to, and so much more. And it all gets stored in old-fashioned Google Sheets. Very simple, very easy to install, and very reliable. And that might sound, again, it might sound so simple, and that's because it is. It's extremely simple. And I can literally open a spreadsheet and see everything my assistant knows about me. And the awesome thing is I can ask it if there's anything that needs to be audited or if there's anything missing, if I need to gather more information about it. And the nice thing is I can just message it and ask it, listen, what happened here? Then plan this, add this. And I can just collaborate with it. What do I need to do this week? What are outstanding of the past week? What can I do better this week? How are my emotions in comparison to last week? Guys, the possibilities are endless. And it's all there because now you have basically unlimited memory. And what makes this great, it's auditable and it's transparent and it's completely free. If I have a deadline, it remembers it without me asking. And if I tell a preference once, it applies that preference from that point forward. It's not starting fresh every single time. It knows the context, it knows the history, and it knows me. So let me show you something real quick. I've got it open here on Telegram, and I can say, hey Nova, I am currently shooting a video for YouTube, and I would really appreciate it if you can just give me a brief rundown on all the content you've researched up until now. Do me a favor and just make it brief so that the entire audience can see exactly what it is that you've done today based on that. So here we can see it scanned 108 videos in the niche. It identified top performing videos in this space. It found content gaps. It analyzed the top performing videos, transcripts, broke them down, built a full content outline based on the framework I provided it. And guys, this is just from a content perspective. There's so much more I would love to show you guys. And again, let's discuss and take that all into the community. I'm very excited to collaborate with you on that. And as you saw, this is not a script. This is not a pre-recorded component in Telegram. That is Nova, my actual assistant, running right now on my machine as we speak. And here's the part that really gets people: the cost. It is so cheap. As we discussed earlier, other setups out there are ridiculous when it comes down to costs. Whether it's a Mac Mini, a VPS, or just running on your own machine with APIs, the costs can skyrocket. And again, if you are worried about the security architecture, that's the main thing that I do believe you'll benefit out of the setup. If you're technically sound, you've got a good understanding, and you're in the community and you're getting the help you need, by all means, continue with OpenClaw. But if you feel that you're still on the fence with that and you want to try something a bit more safer, I would highly invite you to consider this setup. The same 24/7 assistant, the same Telegram interface, the same persistent memory at a fraction of a cost with zero extra hardware. And guys, I'm just going to put it out there to be clear, I'm not at all against OpenClaw or ClawdBot. I love it. I really enjoy it. There's a lot of possibilities and a lot of stuff I'll share with you guys to come. But I want to prove that you don't need all of the hardware, all of the API keys connected, all of the API costs to be able to have this. You just need Claude Code and a willingness to build. So if you're building with AI agents and you want the perspective of someone who's actually runs these systems in production, not just demos them for you on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, let me know down in the comments what you're building, and I'll see you in the next one. So you've stayed to the end of the video, and that tells me you build things through. Before you move on, tap the like button down below and maybe hit the hype button if you feel the video earned it. Feel free to share what you've been working with down in the description below. When you sense it's time to turn frameworks into living systems, the AI School community is ready for you, and I'll see you on the inside.